Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya. Same, if this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to every one of you for all the love and support you all give me here. I am truly grateful. Thank you all so much. So today we'll be talking something very important, and I am really irritated by this woman because I don't see how somebody in her right senses will come out and defend something like this. First of all, she started by saying that everybody from the South had slaves during the slavery and it was normal, and that people still have slaves to this very moment. Slaves still exist to today. And she went further to say that Black people should learn, that Black people have a chance to learn because they live in the best country in the world. They should not focus on their little area. And I am asking, where is she getting all this from? Because it looks like the history that I know is different from the history she knew. She went further to defend that governments, I mean, a lot of Black people are living off governments, and I don't know when and how this is happening. Feel free to let me know. And she went further to say that Black people during slavery had housing. I mean, they were well taken care of, right? And they had medicals. That so many people from so many Black people are living off the handout of the government. You know what? I am just going to roll this clip. I can't say this alone. So you all will let me know what you all think. And straight up, I am rolling the clip.
More divided now than it was when Martin Luther King marched when I was a kid. The Civil War was something that no one could do anything about because the whites, quote unquote, whites from the South are not the only ones that had slaves. Slaves are all over the world. Slaves still exist today.
Do you think there's a direct effect from slavery to how Black Americans are able to live today?
No, I don't. They have a chance to learn. They live in the best country in the world. If they open their eyes and listen, instead of just focusing on their little area and people that they hang out with, they would learn a lot.
But from what you said, it sounds like you were born before the Civil Rights Movement.
Oh, yeah.
So Black people couldn't buy houses in your lifetime when you were maybe a baby.
I'm well aware of that.
You were 5. So you don't think there's any downstream effect?
I felt oppressed at that time.
Yeah.
But that's what Martin was trying to correct. Right now, I see so many people living off the government handout.
I'm pretty sure welfare use per capita is higher in red states than blue states.
Yes, but there's so many people living off of the government handouts. And that is not that much farther away from slavery. When they were a slave, they were given housing, food, clothing, medical care. The people asked them to work. Yes, there were landowners that were violent and mean to some of them, but there were others that were humanistic. Slavery. When they were a slave, they were given housing, food, clothing, medical.
I hate that I am such a sensitive person that this upsets me to my core. You know when you see those videos of the old white men and old white women dancing in nursing homes and they're having the best time with their walkers and they're going down the Soul Train line and doing all this shit? And I'm literally so tempted to be like, yeah, let me hype my bestie. Those are the people in those videos. You're cute now. You're cute now that you're old and decrepit and next to death, but you're the original racists. It's honestly fucking disgusting. They were given housing and medical care. They were enslaved. and they weren't given those things. I swear to God, every day, every day, I don't know why I'm surprised by these things.
Slavery. They were a slave. They were given housing, food, clothes.
So this has just like been on my heart because I've been down this path of seeing just some of the most outrageous things, right? Between people wanting to freak out about Target and Pride and, crazies telling people that they're not mothers because they adopted. We're seeing this. It's like, and the theme song I would just like to say is that I'm sad. And I think it's important to know that, yes, as much as I like to be able to point out differences that happen, or like when I say that America could never, I am not denouncing that I am American, right? But I'm hoping that at least I can be one of the people to show that we are not all just so self-absorbed. And it makes me sad because growing up, even in all kinds of different things, right? Adversity. I wanted to be a police officer. My family serves and has served in government. My husband obviously works for the government, and I feel like it really, truly, at this point, it's like in our blood. Like our kids run around saying they want to be firefighters, they want to be police officers. And I feel like the theme song a lot of that time is because you care about other people. You really want to serve others more than yourself. And it's depressing because I feel like the theme song of what I'm seeing lately is just so much self-absorbedness. And it's just so disgusting to witness, to be honest, but it's also just heartbreaking because it's bleeding everywhere and it is tainting so much. And I just hope and I pray that it can get better, because I never, ever, ever thought in my lifetime, like here it was, I was little. I will never forget, I was the only black child in our neighborhood and in our school, and we watched a video on Martin Luther King Day, and I just remember watching and seeing, black people being hosed down in the streets, dogs attacking them, and all day you had all the students come to me and apologize to me all day because there was just compassion, because hate and things is not something that you are born into. This is stuff that you instill and you breed, and we're so worried about them wearing a rainbow, but we're not seeing what all of these actions and these disgusting things that we're saying and doing are doing to our younger generation. Like, I only have 3 minutes, but I could go on about this, but
I don't know if I am surprised or mad, or I don't know how I feel about this video. But this actually tells you that a whole lot of them think like this. A whole lot of them think like this. And she actually said that some of them are living on government handouts. And I want to ask, how many of you? Because I really don't get this. How do people normalize slavery? How do people look at things like this and they want to see it as like something normal? It is abnormal, man. I don't see how somebody would see something like this and think it's okay. What? And to her, it's okay to bring back bring back slavery, because that is what she is advocating for. Like, even the young man was actually like looking at her like, oh, you lost me here. I mean, the slaves were given housing, they were taken care of, they were given Mom, in what era? In which era? Karen? Becky? In which era were they all taken care of? And they should stop saying they're this thing. Like, what? I am just done with you all. Man, this one really touched me to the core. Hey. Okay, I am sorry. Sorry, I am screaming so much. Sorry, please. But this is where I am going to draw the curtain. Thank you all so much for all the support, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.